We just got one of the best Predator films in the whole franchise, and I am 10 toes down on that statement. Predator Badlands is Dan Trachtenberg's third film in the Predator franchise, and he is absolutely putting on a masterclass of what these movies, as well as what this particular sci-fi niche should be alluding to. The film opens up with a young Predator named Deck doing some training with his older brother, and you can already get a glimpse of what this film is going to be about. I mean, that opening 10-minute sequence looked to draw a lot of inspiration from Star Wars, and I already knew from that moment that Dan was going to be catering to the nerds. But anyways, Deck is so much smaller than his brother, and his brother makes this one comment that you fight angry, and Deck replies that he fights like his father. And then the brother replies that you are not father, you are Deck, which kind of highlights the fact that Deck is going through a imposter syndrome and he wants to be somebody completely different than who he is. And then it's realized that Deck is the runt of the clan, and if you know anything about the laws of nature and what happens to the runt of any particular animal, it doesn't end up well for them. But Deck wants to prove himself, and for any Predator that wants to do that, they must go to a remote planet and hunt a beast and not return until they have their trophy. And of course, Deck chooses the most dangerous target, and the target is so dangerous that even his own father is afraid to go after him. And that, my friends, is when everything gets freaking sick about Predator Badlands. When Deck lands on the new planet, Predator Badlands becomes a cinematic experience that felt like a compilation of heavy hitter RPGs. I saw the influence of Monster Hunter, where literally everything just wants to hunt, kill, and eat Deck. I saw Shadow of the Colossus when Deck was fighting with some of those creatures, and the most noticeable influence for me was the God of War games. Ella Fanning, who plays Thea, an incapacitated synth, which is an amazing tie to the Alien movies, was very similar to Mimir, a talking head, well, more so a talking upper half of her body, who knows about the creatures, the lands, and is able to communicate the mechanics to Deck as well as the audience. Honestly, the whole film from opening to closing felt like it was made for RPG gamers, and even Dan himself in multiple interviews said that he got his influences from the games that I mentioned. Predator Badlands has become one of my favorite movies of 2025. This isn't for everyone. If you're not somebody who grew up or even has played an RPG, JRPG, or MMO game, you probably aren't going to enjoy this, or you're probably not going to see what I saw. But if you are, I can't see why you're not going to enjoy this film. The editing, the sound score, the little comedic light moments that were properly placed, the relationship between Thea and Deck, the monsters, the fight sequences, the animation, the CGI, Deck's understanding of the world and accepting that, hey, I may not be the strongest, I may not be the biggest person in my clan, but I am one of the most resourceful, and because I'm choosing to hunt the most dangerous creature, my XP is going to be astronomically higher than those who chose weaker creatures. And again, this is for my gamers. It's like when you need to farm a specific area in order to fight the boss because you know you're not there yet. So you choose a particular area that you know that you'll just survive well enough to regroup and replenish your health, and your XP is going to shoot up. So when it's time to fight that big boss, you're good to go. I'm seeing this again. This was truly a well-crafted piece of art, but I'm curious, have you seen it? And if you have, what did you think of it? Let's get the conversations rolling, and yeah, that's about it.